you a small business owner, a trader, a school owner, a federal civil servant, a Lagos or Edo civil servant, a farmer or a farm supply merchant? Do you need a loan or wish to fix your money for a high yield interest? Talk to us today and get your loan in less than 24 hours. Visit our website on www.lapo-nigeria.org or call us on 0813-984-0230. Email info@lapo-nigeria.org.
Globally, businesses and corporations are faced with challenges that requires fresh thinking on strategy, leadership, and governance to survive. The Anchor is a program designed to help organizations and individuals to be skilled in handling challenges. Join Dr. Osaren Emokpae, a development economist and a corporate strategist.
It is my pleasure to be back with you today on this very second episode on managing organizational performance. It's still our program, The Anchor, and I am the anchor today of the Anchor program. My name is Dr. Osaren Emokpae. I am a teacher. And so if you need something to be taught in management and business, please feel free to talk to me and talk to us.
Globally, businesses and corporations are faced with challenges that requires fresh thinking on strategy, leadership, and governance to survive. The Anchor is a program designed to help organizations and individuals to be skilled in handling challenges. Join Dr. Osaren Emokpae, a development economist and a corporate strategist, for this interactive, informative, educative program.
So I'm just going to bring in Mr. Tebepina now, who is the managing deputy group managing director of the Havila Group. He's going to take us now through, some of his thoughts on managing performance. And after that, I'll be calling on the man I have decided to confer professorship on him. Who will now take us further. So, Mr. Ebi.
Thank you very much, sir. Last episode, we're looking at the methods of measuring organizational performance. The first one Mr. Aya took us through was achieving organizational objective. The second one was business process efficiency, and he took us through. The third one was the result of business investment and project. The fourth one is the marketplace industry performance. We want to look at this in this episode. And what are we talking about when we talk about marketplace industry performance? Here we're looking at effectiveness and how effective are you in that market. Breaking it down, you will look at what's your share of the market in that industry that you play in.
Mr. Ebi, you continue.
Yes,
the trend of thought. Sometimes people don't know what market is. Some people don't know what market is. It's like church. They think it's one location, like Onyigbo. Some people go to Onyigbo, say that's the market. And that is a marketplace. When you define market on a strategic level, it just means your consumers and your customers, they may not come to a physical location, particularly in the digital age. They will just online, and they are a part of your market. Actually, there was somewhere I went to recently, and I said, everything I sell is online. So there is no location where people come to. So market, like you also talk about church, is not a building. A church is a fellowship. When you come to a market, strategically, in a strategic management, a market, they are the group of people, or the groups, or you can have different segments within it. The groups of people who are your customers, or who patronize the product category in which you play. That's what we mean when we say market. So I will ask him to continue now to take us deeper onto this program.
Thank you, sir. So, like the anchor has mentioned, haven't defined that space where you play. What share do you have? You can break it down to, in a 100%, for instance, having a market share of 100%. Let me look at even the telcos. You look at what the top, I don't want to mention name because of this. When you go into the internet, you see the market share of those that are the first in that industry, the second, basically there are four, and the third and the fourth. So what is the market share of the first player in that market space? So haven't been able to define that, that tells you, okay, I'm performing well. And you can be able to marry that to what others are doing in that space and use that to gauge whether you are performing well or not. Innovation is also...
before you go into innovation, yes. These concepts, sometimes we take it for granted that people understand it. When you say market share, well, I will ask, for instance, somebody say, I say, selling pure water. I say, what's your market? He say, what do you mean by market share? Sometimes these concepts, they are really not difficult. It's just a little understanding of having an idea, even if it's just a guesstimate of the total volume sold. And then you put your own, okay, me, I sell 10. But my guesstimate, if you can't really do your study, yes, that from what I can feel, I think the total people buying pure water, they are 1,000. But me, I'm able to sell to 100 out of them. That 100 will help you put it over 1,000. What is this one there?
900. Difference is 900.
No, 1,000, that is 1%, Abi.
So, yeah, percent.
100, so then you have 1% market share. That's what it means when you talk about market share. Can you go for that?
Yes. So, having know your market share, the next layer here is for you to innovate. Innovation is very critical. More especially, I think, in the last episode when Mr. Ian was talking about what has happened 2 years back, 2019, 2020, the COVID era. It's still there, but what were people able to do within that period? How did they innovate? How do they begin to look at the environment and adapt to the change in that environment? So that is what, when we talk about innovation, doing things, possibly old things, in a new way to ensure that efficiency is attained. The next one will be growth. You mentioned growth when we're looking at business process efficiency. Growth was mentioned. You also mentioned when we're talking about organizational objectives. When we're looking at the methods in measuring this. We also look at valuation, and the last one is, are you making profits? That's one of the things.
Okay, before you conclude on this profit, Mr. Ian, you are going to take alignment. Okay. So you will talk to us on alignment. Before you then take profit, and you look at some of the other metrics you have in the marketplace. Some people don't really know what innovation is. It's such a buzzword today. They don't really know what innovation is. If you have been doing akamo, and you will put it on your head, saying around, COVID has come, nobody will take it from you, and then you then put some little package now, and you begin to sell it. That's innovation. Now, if you now begin to put label, say Baba Ijebu Akamo, that then is another innovation. So innovation is not that. Sometimes they think it's so big. Some little addition to value can be called innovation, and it will take all that. And then valuation. Valuation, is very critical. What do you mean by valuation? There are 3 dimensions of valuation. Number one, if you are doing valuation, because you're talking about marketplace and industry, valuation that we're talking about there, 3 dimensions of valuation. What value do you yourself, in terms of the core product you are delivering, What did they cost you? Now, that is number one. Number two is what we call the Oreo. That's what surrounds that one. You then find the tangible component of the value. You then find the intangible component of the value. That's what we call Oreo. And that Oreo is find that value. And then it then comes to how does my customer see me? That's the top perception. Those three play when you are talking about valuation. So it's important you understand them, so that sometimes just evaluation, oh, that is the way it is. When you understand these terms, it helps you. It clarifies your environment to you, so that whatever you are doing, you can do it with professionalism, you can do it, achieving your goals and achieving them efficiently. Okay, please, can you go on? You were moving on.
Yes. Sir, just to portray what you said on innovation, there's a lady I know, during this COVID period, she was just thinking it through, what do I do to improve? She sells the common thing out there, tomato. And she just went, now she blends, she puts it in
small sachets,
in the bottle,
okay,
sachet in a bottle, and packs it and puts a label. She's currently going to supermarkets to market this in her own label. How she preserves that, I don't know. But she's been able to think it through, go to a common market there in my 12, get these things, and blend it with pepper. And she started putting labels, her own label, and she's selling.
That's innovation.
That's innovation. So other people are selling tomato, but how do I now ensure that within this period I reach out to people, package this thing, and it's more acceptable to people? So it's not the tin tomato, but this is more like a fresh tomato in the market.
In fact, that brings to a point, Mr. Aya, I know you are going to giving us your thought on alignment. You are the professor in the house. Now, but we are still discussing because we go to markets, we go to this. In my home, me and my wife, we are in our 60s. We are the two living in our house. We don't have houseboy. We don't have house. When friends come to eat with us, they see me going to the kitchen. They say, no, Daddy, you can't go into the kitchen. They will follow me to the kitchen. They will carry their food themselves. Say, but I said, I've never had a houseboy in my life. I've never had a house girl, and I will never have any. I said, until I die, I'll be managing myself there. But we know it's about the tomato you're talking about. I then found, you say we should not mention it, but I will mention the name of this. I'm not publicizing them, but I'll just mention the name of them. Ebeano stores. So, because my own spiritual father is coming to visit me, he's going to be with me for about 2 weeks in the next few days, and I need to prepare. And we don't, because it's me and Mama, you go and cook soup, it will spoil. So I then found, when I went to Ebeano stores, they then have packaged soups. Egusi, white soup, ogbono, then what do you call this other one?
Vegetable,
erikaikon, or afan, whatever. And the first time I just bought about 6. They are in different, and they make it meal pack. So when I got to my open one, I said, this is so good. That is innovation. They've now done food, package it in a way that people, elderly people like us can come. You just buy them, put into your freezer. I have about 12 now. That means 12 meals. And before I feed that 12 meals, 2 months or 3 months. So that is innovation. That's the point we are just making. So sometimes people think innovation is about until you carry a computer to somewhere, that's innovation. No, go ahead.
Okay, so thank you, sir, for buttressing that point. So innovation is very key when you are looking at the marketplace, your performance. How innovative are you when you are in that market space? Mr. Yan, we want to talk about alignment.
Yes, talking about alignment, I want to link it up to the innovation you have just mentioned. If we are innovating, for instance, you have to make sure that it aligns. What is your vision? What is your mission? And what is the goal? What objective are you about to achieve? So whatever you are doing, alignment is very, very necessary. Still talking about the woman that innovated, found a way of packaging tomato that you used. Now, what if she didn't take consideration that there is NAFDAC, for instance? So whatever anybody is doing, you have to align it to the existing policies. That's as regards to the country. But for the organization, is what you are doing, is it aligned to your mission? Is it aligned to your vision? Is it aligned to your goals? That's what alignment is all about. You don't just do anything. You have to also look at what you are set out to achieve from the beginning.
You know, organizationally, you know, McKinsey, if you can still remember when we were speaking on alignment, you know, McKinsey, was it the seven C's? I can't remember fully now because I taught that for several years. It's a long time I taught on McKinsey's alignment, whatever. So I used to teach it, and I've forgotten. Is it the 7 C's now or whatever? We can Google it sometime and find it out. And it was actually talking about how do you align the point we were just making. You had a vision. From that vision, you were able to craft out a mission. Mission, sometimes, some people confuse what mission is. So, some people think mission and vision are the same thing. That is why you find some organizations, they just say vision stroke mission. Without understanding that mission, it is when you already, something drops in your heart to do. And it drops in your heart to do. So, and you can in some way see what it is, even when others don't. Your mind can articulate it. And you then put it down. When you go to the book of Habakkuk in the Bible, talk about it. He said the vision will come, but wait for it. When it comes, he said write it down. So many people have vision, they don't write. Write it down. I was with a young man yesterday. Already when the young man is talking to someone, 3 hours, he's still talking. I said, write the thing down. Make it plain. Make it plain. And so when you then make it plain, that is when it becomes clear even to you. And then you can now begin to talk about mission. Mission, then how do I now translate my vision into reality? So mission then helps you to look at your vision and begin to look at what approaches are required. And that is from where now you then cascade down onto strategy. And when they get to strategy, that then captures both the vision, then the component that is in mission, then the component that has to do with what your vision is manifesting, that vision, a vision, a mission, and then you then have a strategy. And so you can then have components within that strategy. And so that is it about when you look at alignment. So alignment between, as we say, alignment now between your vision, with your goals, with also the nuances, the regulatory framework in the environment, because there must be alignment. Yes. Then also the expectations, what kind of alignment. And when you then look at the different markets sometimes in which you want to play and segments, how do you align all these things? Okay? And so all these are a part. I know you're going to take us deeper in this, and we want to go on short break now. After the short break, you take us deeper into that. I just intervention because I wanted to clarify some things. Sometimes we know it, and we sometimes take it for granted that everybody knows it. This is not about us. It's about sharing ideas. So we are going on a short break now, and by the time we come back, Mr. Tony Anya will just delve into it and take us on, on that kind of alignment in managing organizational performance.
At John School of Management, Innovation and Enterprise, inventing the future. Here at John School of Management, we see the big picture. We are inventing a world-class institution, an institution at the core of cutting-edge research, learning, and entrepreneurship. We are accredited by the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, John School of Management, Innovation and Enterprise.
Welcome back to this episode of the Anchor, and we remember that we were speaking concerning alignment before we went on break. We are back, and before I did say that Mr. Aya is a professor on alignment. He will talk to us about that in managing performance. But before that, let me just look for you, because when you use terms, in a world in which today sometimes it looks so complex to people, they don't really understand the terminologies. And I will just give you a simple example. Anyone that has a car, or you have a bicycle, or you have a motorcycle, sometimes they will say, go to vulcanizer to do alignment. I don't know whether you have ever been told that. Go and do alignment. Yes, go and do alignment. I remember the first car I bought a Beetle, it was a hand. I don't think it was a 12-foot hand. Maybe that was like, the thing was old. Because the thing was stopping everywhere. I leave my company where I was working. On the way, I'm not sure I will arrive. The thing will stop on the way. Instead, you push it. Push it. One day, the police didn't really know that I didn't know how to drive well. They were hunting me. Instead of putting my leg on brake, I put it on it and I hit their car. Wow. Yes. Accelerator. So the police jumped away from when they looked at me. That if they thought me, I would be dead because I was so slim. They said, carry this your car and leave this place. Now, wait, let me get back to the show that alignment. So they will go and look at they will bring equipment to check how much of air you have in your tires. They will check the 4 tires. They will look at what is appropriate for the back tires, what is appropriate for the front tires. And all these things, there is, in the technical design, they know what is required when you are gauging them, so that there will be proper alignment with what those tires are carrying in terms of the body and the engine and the personnel sitting inside. So at that elementary level alignment, you can actually see how alignment can work. Okay, when it comes to marriage, for instance, you and your wife can actually share a common value. This is the way we want our marriage to be. You share a vision. That 25 years, 40 years time, I've been married for 41, and then you are talking about it, I've been married for 41 years, I'm going to 42, it's not easy, but alignment. Then you share the vision with your wife and you agree on that decision. Every single action, every single thing you do, are they in some way resonating with our vision? That's what alignment is about for a marriage. The way your children are going, is it in some way resonating with that vision that you had, and the way you had to translate that vision onto a mission statement? This alignment is not just for companies alone, it's for everybody. And that's why you need to benefit from me. That's why you need to be watching this program, Anchor, so that you can benefit from this thing. Professor, can you carry on from there?
Thank you very much, sir. Let me use another scenario to explain this alignment. If maybe an organization is a member of a multinational company, for instance, and that company will have this mission and vision and goals, is each of the companies within the umbrella company, are they doing something that is in line with the umbrella company? That's alignment. If they are not, they should look at the umbrella organization's mission, vision, and goals. If we bring it down to various departments of a particular company, the same thing applies. What is that department doing? Is it what the overall company is saying that they will do, or are they now going apart, drifting away from what the company is doing? That's alignment. We can go down and bring it to the individual employees.
Before you go to individual employees, as we were speaking about department, that reminded me of our school. The John School of Management, for instance, has about 10 departments now. It has a department of computer science. It has a department on marketing. Has a department on business administration. Has a department on mass communication. It has a department on accountancy. It has a department on microfinance and enterprise. It has a department on banking and finance
and statistics.
And it has a department of statistics. And recently we are adding a department of Christian theology. Now, in all these departments, clearly the goal we said when the school was starting, we said there is no reference school in Nigeria that whatever we are going to do must exceed. And that we must be the very, very best in every course. We didn't say particularly that it was going to be a university because John is a monotechnic, it's a polytechnic. You know, it's not a university. But we said whether is this in whatever field in which we must be the best. Now, having said that, so you now need to evaluate each of the departments, see their performances. Is it in alignment with the grand strategy? So that's just, I thought I should take that point.
Yes,
please, can you go ahead?
That's exactly what where I was going to. So it can go beyond the people in a particular organization to go into a marketplace. If we are in a particular industry, what we are doing, is it in alignment with what the industry is doing? There are laws, there are government, what we are doing, is it in alignment? That's what alignment is all about. And like we are saying, it cut across 4 stages. 1, different departments, individual employees and their departments or their team, the workforce actions and the organization mission, the organization behavior and its mission, and the organization and its marketplace. That's what alignment is all about. It cut across all these layers.
Okay, so he said the more aligned, the more aligned are the workers and businesses are in the organization, the more aligned the workers and the business units, the more aligned they are within an organization, the better the organization is likely to perform. So, and that's where it now links with performance. It links with performance. You know, I remember I had 1 or 2 friends. We're about to close this model, so let's just end on this very interesting thing. So there was this friend who was telling me was having a problem sometimes with performance. I said, what is your problem with performance? It was just discharging his duty as husband to the wife. You know, I'm unable to do those things. And you say, what is it? Give them food. It's not that one. No. So, and that friend then had to tell me about the story of being up, down. He said the up has to do with his own obligations, providing money and the rest. He said the down part of it is not what I want to express on air. You can get what it is. He said, but I'm not performing there. So that's the way you look at your performance. You get it? So in organizations as well, we then have sales and all those things. Those are the up. Then the down of it is the profitability. And what profit am I returning as well? It's about performance.
Mindshare Communications Limited is a world-class marketing, communications and branding consultancy firm located in Lagos State, Nigeria. We offer a wide array of consultancy and promotional services to corporate businesses and firms. Our services include strategic marketing activities, public relations, advertising, social media management, digital marketing, web development, brand development, marketing activation, strategic branding, market intelligence activities, and telecoms, ranging from CUG management to airtime vending. Call Mindshare Communications today to help you achieve your goals. For further information, please contact Abiola on 0807 739 0974. Send a mail to info@mindsharelimited.com or visit our website at www.mindsharelimited.com. Address 184A Kaduna Road, Crystal Estate, and Mowadofi Estate, Lagos.
And that is where I want to bring this episode to a close today. I just hope you enjoyed this episode. If you need any help, let us know. That's why we are here. We'll give you all the help we can. Until I come your way again, may the good Lord bless you, and bye-bye.